Dear student friends, this is Dr. Pradeep Devhate, Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, Shri RLT College of Science, Akola. This video lecture is on electrophilic substitution in naphthalene. Naphthalene is one of the most important polynuclear hydrocarbon. Let's discuss the orientation of electrophilic substitution in naphthalene. When naphthalene is subjected to the electrophilic substitution, substitution occurs primarily at C1 position, or we can say at alpha position. The controlling step in this reaction or substitution is the attachment of an electrophile to the aromatic ring to form an intermediate carbocation. This attachment of an electrophile takes place in such a way that it gives more stable carbocation. See the attack at C1 position, that is at alpha position. When naphthalene is attacked by an electrophile at C1 position, an intermediate carbocation is formed. This carbocation is a resonance hybrid of 5 resonating structures given here with. Out of these 5 resonating structures 1 and 2 are much more stable as compared to the other 3 resonating structures, that is 3rd, 4th and 5th. This more stability of carbocations 1 and 2. It is because here in these resonating structures aromatic sextet of other ring is preserved. Here in these resonating structures aromatic sextet of other ring is preserved. Now consider the attack at C2 position, that is at beta position. If naphthalene get attacked by an electrophile at C2 position, the so formed intermediate carbocation is a resonance hybrid of 5 resonating structures shown here. Here, out of these 5 resonating structures, resonating structure number 1 is much more stable as compared to the other 4 resonating structures, that is 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Here again, the more stability of so formed carbocation 1 is because the aromatic sextet of other ring is preserved. Thus, there are two contributing structures 1 and 2 having more resonance stabilization and more stability when attack is at C1 or we can say alpha position. But when attack of an electrophile takes place at C2 or beta position, there is only one structure, that is structure number 1, having more resonance stabilization and more stability. And hence, as because of C1 attack, 2 more stable resonating structures are obtained, and because of C2 attack, only one more resonating structure, that is the stable resonating structure, is obtained. The resonance hybrid of intermediate carbocation resulting from C1 attack, that is alpha attack, is more stable than from C2 or the beta attack. So, in naphthalene, electrophilic substitution primarily occurs at C1 or alpha position. Electrophilic substitution at C2 or beta position, it occurs only when reaction is carried out at higher temperature or when bulkier solvent are used. Electrophilic substitution at C2 or beta position occurs only when reaction is carried out at higher temperature or when bulkier solvent are used. In general, we can say under equilibrium conditions, substitution is preferred at C2 or beta position. And the best example of this is the sulfonation. Let's study some electrophilic substitution reactions of naphthalene. First one, that is nitration. See the reaction given here. Naphthalene on reaction with concentrated nitric acid in presence of sulfuric acid at about 50 to 60 degrees centigrade undergoes nitration to give 1-nitronaphthalene, also called as alpha-nitronaphthalene. Here in this reaction, initially there is formation of electrophile, that is NO2 positive nitronium ion, from the mixture of concentrated nitric acid and sulfuric acid. See the reactions given here for formation of nitronium ion. In first, mixture of concentrated HNO3 and H2SO4 is used, whereas in second only HNO3 is used. In both the cases, there is formation of nitronium ion, but as in first reaction, equilibrium shifted towards the product side, rate of formation of nitronium ion is more as compared to the second reaction. In first reaction, the rate of formation of nitronium ion is more as compared to the second reaction, because here in first reaction equilibrium gets shifted towards the product, and hence during nitration preferably the mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid is used instead of singly using the nitric acid. Let's discuss the second reaction, that is sulfonation. Naphthalene, when treated with concentrated sulfuric acid at about 60 degrees centigrade, it undergoes sulfonation and 1-naphthalene sulfonic acid is obtained. 1-naphthalene sulfonic acid is obtained. It is also called as the alpha-naphthalene sulfonic acid. This one is kinetically controlled product. That is 1-naphthalene sulfonic acid. It is the kinetically controlled product. But when a reaction is worked out at about 160 degrees centigrade, product is different. Now the product is 2-naphthalene, or we can say beta-naphthalene sulfonic acid. This is thermodynamically controlled product. 2-naphthalene sulfonic acid or the beta-naphthalene sulfonic acid, it is thermodynamically controlled product. Also, when 1-naphthalene sulfonic acid is heated at about 160 degree, most of that 1-naphthalene sulfonic acid get converted into the 2-naphthalene sulfonic acid. Just like the nitration reaction, here also initially there is formation of an electrophile, that is HSO3 positive. We may say it as a sulfonium ion. Now the question is, why there are two different products at different temperature, and why sulfonation generally takes place at the C2 position. As we earlier discussed, attack at C1 position gives more stable carbocation. Here in case of sulfonation of naphthalene, at low temperature one substituted product is obtained, whereas at high temperature product is 2 substituted. Even at high temperature, the initial attack takes place more readily at C1 position. since it gives more stable intermediate. But as this reaction is reversible, desulfonation is equally easy. Here, as this reaction is reversible, desulfonation is equally easy. Also, the second position of naphthalene is attacked more slowly, but once formed, the second isomer is more stable and it resists desulfonation. It resists desulfonation. The relative instability of one isomer is also due to the steric interaction between bulky SO3H group at first position and hydrogen at position. The instability of one isomer is also due to the steric interaction between bulky SO3H group at first position and hydrogen at 8th position in naphthalene. There is no such interaction in 2 isomer, and so 2 isomer is more stable as compared to the 1 stable, and that's why always the sulfonation generally takes place at the C2 position. Next electrophilic substitution reaction of naphthalene is halogenation. See the reaction given here. When naphthalene is treated with liquid bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride, it undergoes bromination and forms 1-bromonaphthalene. We may call it as a alpha-bromonaphthalene. Unlike benzene, here in this reaction no Lewis acid catalyst is required. Naphthalene, when reacted with sulfuryl chloride at 25 degrees centigrade, 1-chloronaphthalene is obtained. 1-chloronaphthalene can also be obtained by chlorination of naphthalene in presence of ferric chloride. Here, initially there is formation of electrophile, that is Br positive or the Cl positive, which then attack at C1 position and gives the one substituted halogenated naphthalene. This is the halogenation of naphthalene. Next to this is chloromethylation. See the reaction. Naphthalene is treated with formaldehyde and hydrochloric acid in presence of zinc chloride. Here, to perform the chloromethylation, naphthalene is treated with formaldehyde and hydrochloric acid in presence of zinc chloride, and the product obtained is 1-chloromethylnaphthalene. Also it is called as the alpha-chloromethylnaphthalene. Now the Friedel-Crafts alkylation of naphthalene. In Friedel-Crafts alkylation, when naphthalene is treated with alkyl halides in presence of AlCl3, 2-alkyl naphthalene or mixture of 1 and 2-alkyl naphthalene is obtained. Here either there is a formation of a 2-alkyl naphthalene or there is a formation of mixture of 1 and 2-alkyl naphthalene. Just see the reactions. In first, naphthalene is reacted with ethyl chloride and the product obtained is 2-ethyl or beta-ethyl naphthalene. Product is 2-ethyl naphthalene or the beta-ethyl naphthalene. Whereas in second reaction, naphthalene is treated with methyl chloride and here mixture of 1 and 2 methyl naphthalene is obtained as a product. Here there is a formation of a mixture of 1 methyl naphthalene and the 2 methyl naphthalene. As ethyl chloride is somewhat bulkier group than that of methyl chloride, ethyl chloride is somewhat bulkier group than that of methyl chloride. To avoid steric hindrance, only two substituted product is obtained in case of a first reaction. In second reaction, percentage of one substituted product is more as compared to the two substituted product, and it is because during the reaction the intermediate formed by attack at C1 position is more stable, and as intermediate is more stable, it resulted in a more stable one substituted product, and that's why in second reaction percentage of one substituted product is more as compared to the two substituted product. Last one is the Friedel-Crafts acylation. Again, see the reaction. Naphthalene on acylation with acetyl chloride in presence of aluminum chloride, that is AlCl3, and solvent, here the solvent uses carbon disulfide. Naphthalene on acylation with acetyl chloride in presence of aluminum chloride and solvent carbon disulfide, 1 acetyl naphthalene is obtained. Product is 1 acetyl naphthalene. But when solvent nitrobenzene is used instead of a carbon disulfide, the product is 2 acetyl naphthalene, that is beta acetyl naphthalene. That is, here the product depends on the solvent which we are going to use, whether the solvent is aromatic or the aliphatic, whether it is the bulkier or somewhat thin, on that the product is depend. That is, here when we use carbon disulfide as a solvent and treat naphthalene with acetyl chloride, there is a formation of a 1 acetyl naphthalene. But if we use the nitrobenzene as a solvent, the product is 2 acetyl naphthalene. Let's stop here. This is all about the orientation of electrophilic substitution in naphthalene and some electrophilic substitution reactions of naphthalene. Thank you. Have a good day.